Welcome to another episode of the Angels Positivity and Love Show. Incredible guests the world over, amazing experts. I'm your host, Michael Andre Ford. I help people let go, even jointly, to have an experience with the universe. That's angels, your relatives, past over loved ones, pets, friends, galactic beings, Plato, Rumi, you name it. It's all direct. And I have fantastic guests who are so talented from all over the globe. They're usually very much in their heart helping others. They don't have to be the classic healer of this modality or that modality. Oftentimes, they're just sharing or giving to others through their amazing businesses, their other skills, their authors. We've had New York Times bestsellers, a guest who's been on the Oprah Winfrey Super Soul Sunday show, a White House physician to the US president, youngest Delta Force operator, Green Beret, and many other types of classic spiritual healer types. Coming back to us today, very special person, totally lit with light, loves swimming with dolphins, whales. If it's aquatic, she's there. She's been doing this for over 40 years, and that's privately guided tours, or at least working with dolphins, whales, and so on. And she will get you in the water in Tahiti, it used to be Hawaii, and elsewhere, and get you experiencing, again, dolphins, whales, and just really life, the universe, love, compassion, and help you tap what may have been a little dusty down here. She'll polish it off and get you open again. Roberta Goodman coming to us right now from Florida. Great to see you again. Thanks for coming back on the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me again. I love being with you, Michael.
Well, you've been doing a very special, you've had a very special trajectory or life path, and you've shared a lot of that along the way from working at a research facility with dolphins. I think it was a pilot whale or a smaller type of whale. You've shared so many stories. Where are you today? How do you want to describe your journey at the moment?
Hmm. Well, I'm taking a break from relaxing. I'm gardening and working on an estate of friends of mine while things come together for what's next and preparing for my Moorea Polynesian whale trip. Wondering what surprises in store next. And sometimes you've just got to go into a different mode for a little while and see what's coming ahead. Um, I'm yeah. So when I learned that dolphins have bigger brains than we do with John Lilly's book, I really wanted to know their culture. I really figured they're light years ahead of us. And what's that like? And so I'm right now with old friends that I've known through all this dolphin time, or most of it, 40 years. And it's a community on a family community on a big estate. And it's like, well, how do we work together, live together, in community? It's been a long time since I've really lived closely in community with other people for an extended time.
Mhm.
And the dolphins are such great examples of where we are headed with open hearts. And I always wanted to walk into a party and feel like I was walking into swimming into a sea of dolphins with the same joy and anticipation and curiosity about each one and willingness to interact. And yeah, so it's kind of a chance to practice that with people I love and adore already. Um, and and keep it going, opening up more and more to seeing people like I see dolphins with the same sense of deep respect and honoring of their lives.
And dolphins are literally the
Yeah.
definition of openness. Tell us a little bit about your Tahiti excursion. You took a bunch of people out to the Tahiti area. It starts with an M, I think, that particular island. And you guys were this close to like whales and other creatures.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, in Moorea, we take a boat out every day to see if we can get with any humpback whales if there's any that are willing to let us observe them and be around them. And we were just with two whales that were close to the bottom. We could see the bottom, so it's only maybe 60, 90 feet down. And they were down there and came up every 15 minutes. And one time when they came up, they just headed right for us at the surface. And uh, they actually turned around to do that and just came right for 10 of us in the water. And I had already told everyone when if the whales come, just stay still. Hold your space, stay still. And we stayed absolutely still. And somehow they made their way in between us and right below us. And that was like their introduction, their kind of test of us. Let's see how these people respond. We'd gotten all wiggly or tried to chase them after they went by or startled. It might have been a different experience, but we really all hung in there in a presence and allowed them to make the moves. And so they came back, another checkout time be right between us. And then the female came and just started to dance with us.
Mm.
And I've seen a male and a female dance together, and the male just watches the female wherever she goes and as they dance. And she was just dancing around 10 of us right at the surface, inches from us. Nobody touched anybody. But we were just imbued and embraced by her presence and her beautiful, graceful motions as she swirled around us. And I had, swimming up to them beforehand, I had really wanted to keep my video on eyes, like really get a great eye experience. And I did have my GoPro on her eye for about 10 minutes, just about. She was just right there, and I didn't have to look through the viewfinder too much. Just, you know, it was all her eyes were, she was just right there with us,
Mm.
looking us straight in the eyes as she danced in such grace.
Mm.
So, for such an enormous, and she's enormous. Oh my gosh, at one time she had us all on her belly. She rolled over, and 10 of us were just lying still on top of her belly as she just moved through us and laid underneath us. It was incredible,
Well,
incredible.
you're hyper intuitive or connected. And I mean, I would argue most people are if they just have a big heart, whether they know they have a big heart. Oftentimes, as an adult, we've done too much adulting and convinced ourselves our heart's not that big or we're not that capable. Whole point of the show is to help people let go. We take steps on the show as a result to encourage people or to remind them how simple everything is when you're in the love vector. And so, in a little bit, we're going to tap your channeling and maybe connect to that whale. You didn't know we were going to do this, but it's pretty easy. We'll light some sage, take some little steps. You'll hear from an angel that it's no big deal. And then we'll have you reconnected and get a special experience. But before we do, I do want to touch on the duality of man. There's something called thinking. The currency right now around the globe for most of man, unless you're a fisherman in Indonesia or living a peaceful life, it's knowing, the type of knowing that precludes possibility. It's not real. It's temporary. The universe is so much bigger. Love is so much more constant and in us and around us. Um, that complexity is everywhere. It's not just Hawaii at a societal level, a lot of suffering organizationally, a lot of control, a lot of effort to tell you how to be, how to live. It's everywhere around the globe. It's the history of man. And so our opportunity is to get to our heart and to just breathe more, be. I'd love for you to comment or wax poetic on that concept of thinking or resisting or ego or a little bit of negativity. I don't need to say it that way. We'll call it complexity, simplicity, or love, awareness. What's your take after having done this for so long about the big picture for mankind right now?
Mm. Well, through my life, it's always been about trusting and knowing that things will change and do change, and something ahead will resolve what's in the present. So that um, I Yeah, and it's are you safe right now? Do you feel safe right now? Lying in bed, you might wake up with concerns and such, but you're in bed and you're safe, you're in your nest. And just go back into that security and safety and trust for what's coming. At the same time, look at opportunities, look at what's all offered. And sometimes it's not just staying on the same path. Sometimes it may be going in different directions. And now I'm working, weeding and trimming and creating paths and washing and cleaning and things like that I haven't ever done professionally or done as a way of earning my keep. But it's wonderful. I look forward to it. I do it a little bit on my day off. And yeah, it's a different feeling. My body's getting in shape and I'm getting ready. My legs are getting strong. I go in the ocean after every work day and taking advantage of what's around you. The beach is right there. So even though I'm working and, sweating like I've never sweated before in this humid air, I can go in the water afterwards and lay under a bridge in the shade. And there's so much. Just look around at what your possibilities are and which directions you might go that are unfamiliar even or um, but it's a trust and it's a love for this world. I love this world. I love the earth, the planet, the all the beings on it. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I
I love
think
it.
going forward,
Yeah. Go
going
keep going.
forward with that and openness. Yeah. Going.
Well, are you ready for a little bit of sage? I'll light it here in Texas. You're in Florida on the Gulf Coast, and you'll be able to catch it through the screen. We've done this just before the show. We've done it many times in the past. If folks don't know what this is, just relax. Time and space isn't what you think it is. You know it from a phone call, the old days with those other type of phones where you think of someone, maybe they call or you go to call them, they're calling you, and you get on at the same time. Now, with cell phones, that doesn't happen. But it still happens the other way. You think of someone, you run into them on the street, and so on. That's all this is. It's just allow, allow, allow. No triota. Always try Archangel Gabriel. It's not about words. So, but if you do need help, ask angels to help you out of your head into your heart. You're doing the Zen thing, smelling without smelling, or catching the scent without, the heart's connected to everything already. Okay, here it is. And Roberta, you ready for a little bit of sage? Let us know when you get it.
Oh, right away. Oh, I'm in your living room with you.
Okay, I'm gonna snub this out. Well, for the guests watching, I'll blow a little extra. And if anybody starts to get it at home and we get comments all the time, hey, I smelled the sage, I'm in Australia, whoa. Close your eyes and allow for flowers, allow for ocean. If you're wildly intuitive already and you haven't ever told anybody, that's fine. Put an emoji down, comment, share, like, what else? Subscribe. And put an emoji down. You don't have to acknowledge that you got the sage, but you can at least contribute and it'll help somebody else see the video. You can also ask for dolphins to come in. We're going to do that in just a little bit. And you just close your eyes, ask Dolphin Consciousness to come in. You might feel bubbles all around you, even though you're not in the water. If there are no limits in life, maybe there are really no limits. And I think we're all needing to remind ourselves of that almost every day. But Roberta, you've been on a pretty good track to stick to the no limits concept quite often. I'm going to put up an angel named Joy. She's Joy. Get something very private from her, get a compliment, get a hug, and just say, got it when you've caught up. Okay.
Got it.
Could you get something for all of us, a
Mm.
reminder on how to keep it simple daily?
Mm.
What's she saying?
Oh, follow the light. I, uh,
Follow the light works.
follow the
Okay, and Charlotte, she's everybody's favorite school teacher from childhood with words meant to help you expand. The
light.
nice teacher from third form, third grade. And what are you getting from Charlotte?
Mm. Go out and play more.
And I
Enjoy the
should
playground.
I should mention these are real photos of angels in light energy form. There's no one way about it. This one's on the cover of my book. Same thing with the next one, who's very aquatic or light waves of energy in water, but they're in a different form. So you could just see directly with your eyes open. You don't need photos. Here's a Mother Hawaii-ish or light waves of energy in water angel. She's a Pacific princess. Minn, like Minnesota. I'm not going to explain her whole name. So it's the Lakota Sioux word for water. Soft-spoken professor, really catch something profound from her and some encouragement privately. You're not sharing anything out loud. Catch a smell of familiar Hawaii to you. You spent so much time in Hawaii. You went to University of Hawaii, I believe, graduated in 1994. And then what does she have as a reminder for all of us?
Put your roots into the ground. It's okay to be grounded. It's okay to be earthy and um, yeah, and know where you're growing from.
Okay, and that last photo, and then we're going to get towards whale consciousness. Four archangels in rainbow pie slice form: Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel. There's three more off camera:
Mhm.
Shamiel, Jophiel, Zadkiel. I cropped it. Don't use those guys as much. I should. Um, Again, get some rainbow light coming your way. Just get uplifted. Get a reminder of every step is equally important on the journey. Breathing. And then hear from them if you could. Yeah, we've got total permission to do. We'll do dolphin consciousness first, general whale consciousness. I'll pull up photos of whales and dolphins. But then hear that you've got permission for that one lady humpback who you got the shot of the eye. And just acknowledge it when you've got it from the four archangels that we're good to go.
Mm. Hey.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm just pulling up a folder of, here we go. So for dolphins, you're already connected to dolphins, but here's a beautiful photo of a cute dolphin. And we'll let that represent all dolphin consciousness. We've done this before.
Mm.
And if you don't mind on this one, you can close your eyes if you want, or you can put your hands out and feel bubbles flowing
Ah.
between your fingers.
Mm.
And have this dolphin, all the dolphins, and Joy will come in, the angel, the
Mm.
pink ball of light. She's the emotion Joy, but she doesn't mind showing up if you close your eyes as a pink dolphin, just to say hello, hi, and breathe, breathe, breathe. No triota. Extra breathing. Anybody at home, 1 millimeter through the mouth counts. Shoulders up and down, extra breathing. You'll feel it in your body more. Part of everyone's challenge, and a lot of our guests remind folks this, is just get into your body. Thinking takes you out of the slipstream of love globally, and it takes you out of your heart, takes you out of your body, and you're disconnected. And there's so much to be connected to here. What are you getting, Roberta, from the Dolphins right now as a reminder?
I'm feeling a blast of sonar, a gentle blast, but coming into my heart and clearing my heart and reminding it to open and expand and reach out.
And how many times a
Just
day do they say it's okay, whether it's archangels, joy, or them and dolphins? How many times a day could you check in with dolphins to get sort of a hug and clearing out? Is there really too much? I don't think anyone's going to do it 100 times in a day, but what are you getting from them about, yeah, check in with
Oh.
us anytime?
Anytime you think of them, anytime you feel the need for a uplift, I, yeah, anytime. I mean, I don't think you could think of them more times than that that than is capable of coming to you with their energy. You know, it's endless supply of energy and beauty and love and expansion.
And whale consciousness is
Anyway.
next. And so we're just doing all whales first
Mm.
and just catch a little bit of love, a little bit of light, and some encouragement. And then when you're ready, if you don't mind putting your hands out and just breathe a little more, sit back and let that whale the specific whale involved come in. If you want, just what do all the whales say to us as a reminder?
Whales have such a capacity for attention. You really feel you're the only one in their space, and their baby is so well nurtured, and male and female relationships. It's open up to others so they feel that they're the only one in the room, that they have your full attention, that you're really present with them, and that you can extend that presence longer, keep
Mm.
doing it longer, so that it's like the 20-second hug. And 20 seconds. And when you sit and count it off as you're hugging, it can seem like a long time. But just hold it a little longer. Hold your presence with people and your attention for what they're saying and what they want to express
Bef- bef-
longer.
Before we take that step with we'll call it the mama whale, that one whale, I'm going to put up Audrey Hepburn, another angel. She'll move in this photo. It's a historical photo. We all know photos can't move, and yet almost every single person gets a movement. A wink, a smile, eyebrow goes up, shoulder waggle. It could be anything. Smell perfume from Paris in the air, and you can't explain it. That's fine. Um, but just allow. You'll get to meet your brain, your ego, your resistance, your thinking, your judgment, because that part of the brain and you will say, I didn't just see that. The heart's like, oh my God, she smiled. What a great smile. Do it again. So, with that, allow Audrey to come through your chakras down your back and really feel like you got just this incredible hug, delight, smoothed out alignment, whatever you want to call it, at many levels. And when you're ready, after you've seen her move in the photo, you'll close your eyes, breathe through your mouth more, and let her speak to you after she's moved in the photo. Catch the smell in the air. It could be perfume, it could be other. Hear a few kind words.
Hmm.
And I'll tell one dad joke. Where in a hospital is the worst place to play hide and seek? Where? In the ICU. Let her do her thing. And just hear, let her bring in the whale. Let her be on a boat or in the water and close your eyes. Let her set the tone for you. And through the mouth, if you don't mind me being pushy, breathe, breathe, breathe. Everybody at home, put your hands out if you want. You can be in the water. You can see Roberta if you want to go wild here. But let Roberta be in the water. Audrey's with her. Let the whale come up. If you want to close your eyes, you can get it that way. If you want to just allow the consciousness of that one mama whale to come in. And just say got it when you got it.
Got it.
Okay. And this time you can reach a hand out off camera and just touch her. You'll feel, I don't know how to describe it. It might be bumpy. I have no idea. And you can connect more beyond words, but she'll share a lot. And when you do breathe 1 millimeter through the mouth, you'll feel everything explode by at least 5%, 25%. You'll just feel more flow through you. It's every single person on earth needs to breathe more each minute. It's not a contradiction, and it's not a judgment. It's just everyone tightens up again. And some people are professional nose breathers. Have her share beautiful confidence and staying the course and just the appreciation of all. And what are you getting from her for all of us?
Yeah, she when her photo, I could feel so much love. My heart just opened up so wide, and I saw her cry. She cried
Oh, so
because of
you
the
just had a major,
impact.
yeah, you just had a major moment, and we'll let you breathe. I'll do a little talking for about a minute, and if you, then we'll have you come back and do it. So yeah, you just connected with that whale. I'm going to do another public service announcement. We've got the main show, Angels, Positivity, and Love. We've got the APL Spotlight Series. We've got about 116 of those shows. The main show, we've got about 320 taped. We're booked to end of December, or basically January now of 2027. We have two more shows to fill with the guests for this year, but that's 369 shows spoken for just about. And then throw in the 25, 26 mind, body, spirit panels. We still have a few more to tape through now and to June or July. And then I think I talk solo because I got to talk. If I didn't have to talk, it'd be great. But about 75 of those solo. So 500 shows and counting. And those are mostly found on YouTube, although we've hit Spotify. We have 55 out there, and I'll release season two, another 55 soon. We could use any and all support, comments, help, liking, sharing, subscribing. And we have really original content. We have balls of light flying by, multiple balls of light, multiple times during some tapings. We have group seeing. And even right now, we'll do a distraction for Roberta, and then we're going to get her talking about Mama Whale. I'm going to show a little light on my fingers, tell another dad joke. We're just seeing auras. This will be the last crazy interactive thing we do. But I'm going to just stand up and show a little bit of light. Blue sky is number one if you're sitting on a beach. Just do it this way and do two New York City elevators. Slow, breathe, see with all of you, see with your heart. Here we go. You've done this before, but you get a dad joke. What's the only flower found on the human face? Tulips. Catch a little bit of light between my fingers. And Roberta, what are you seeing for a stream of light or a flow? What color?
Mm. Both a dark purple and a vibrant, beautiful crystal blue.
Okay, and let whales and dolphins and joy come in, the angel, and
Mm.
make something for you bigger. You don't have to share what it is. You can just say got it, or you can share
Mm.
what it is, but just let us know that you've got it.
Actually, a whale shark.
Aw, nice. And
Something a little different.
let whale shark energy, when you're ready, close your eyes, let that whale shark energy come to you. And I'm going to sit down at that point,
Mm.
get a
Yeah.
beautiful little charge from whale shark consciousness
Mm.
that is very private to you. And when you're ready, come back and share with us the whale mama stuff.
Mm. Well, the whale shark was very calming. Just suddenly, oh, slow down, like you say, breathe, and very calming. So I came back into the space, and for the mama whale, the mama whale, it's pulling us towards their reality, pulling us towards their consciousness, their knowing, and their great storage of emotional and energetic history of us and of the world,
Hmm.
like an energetic, like not, like events and wars, but more the emotional development and energetic development in the history of us and the world and our and they're pulling that out more and more out of us to keep expanding and and reaching into a new reality, a new reality. So yeah, and by her example with her and her baby, being able to see the two together and just the way they move, the way they accept us in their presence, um, the way they sing, their beautiful, haunting singing that just reverberates in your body. All this is lifting us up, and bringing us forward into our greater, our expanded consciousness and beingness.
Let's have you close us out with three simple reminders on the following three fronts: acceptance, allowing, and love. Can you give us, Roberta? You've got a lot of experience under your belt with the oceans, with a lot of loving consciousness out there. Acceptance, allowing, and love. For acceptance, what would be your reminder for us daily?
Acceptance. Mm. Accept the opportunities to experience something new.
And then allowing.
allowing the imagination to bring you forward, to put you in even more expanded states of allowing, a surrender, allowing so much. It's a surrender to life and to beingness, your own beingness, and the beingness that you encounter in the world and people.
And a reminder before we get to love, there's nothing to gain and nothing to lose here. You get to move past seeing the negative, past thinking, past structure, past what all the organizations and even the spirituality communities and so on. It's very hard for some to allow for in the now direct contact experiences, whether we're talking galactic, just your hummingbird. I have hummingbird feeders. I just had a hummingbird come to a little square window right there. And that's what I was looking at earlier. They're going nuts on the feeder. But the concept of stop, drop, and roll into your heart, and you directly see an angel. They can hold your hand. Jesus, Mary, Muhammad, Buddha, galactic beings, but also your animals across the fence or your own third grader labradoodle sacked out, or the cat that is just off camera on my couch edge right here. I'll do this once. I have my cat sacked out. That's Presley
Oh.
named after an angel. But the point of this is it's here now. It's love. There's nothing you have to do. It's getting out of all the varnish on your wood that is peeling, and you just kind of let go and let the wind take the varnish off. With that, you're closing us out on the whole show. Talk to us about love. What's our daily reminder for love?
What do you love to do? Playing is about loving to do something, and play more. If you just, any kind, and play is everything, even reading and writing and athletics and sports and going outside and taking a walk and forest walks and as well as art, of course, and rough housing and skipping rope. Play in the love of the play of whatever you're doing. Let that fill you. It's not so complicated.
I love it. Roberta Goodman, thank you very much for being on the show. Love it when you come on and you share. It's very special. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michael. I love you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, all you do and all you are.
Thank you again.